What is going on YouTube? ACS back with another video. And I do realize that it's been quite a while since my last upload. I feel like I say that a lot. But it's been a while. So I'm not gonna bore you guys with details as to why I've taken so long to upload another video. Let's just say I've been busy. But I'm back and hopefully won't be going away anytime soon. So as you can see here, if you guys have been following my channel for a bit, you know that before I was using a OnePlus 3T that had from my last video some sort of bubbling issue under the display or whatever. Quick update on that. I did send it out to OnePlus Repair Center. It took about 2 weeks to get back to me, but it was repaired, so no issues there. OnePlus was really nice about it. And I mean, they really do try to help you out. So thumbs up to OnePlus support. Hell of a job. Like I said, got my device back in 2 weeks. Maybe I would have wanted it to be a little sooner, but nonetheless, the issue got fixed, and no complaints there. But a turn of events this past weekend gave me the opportunity to go ahead and get me one of these, which, as you can see, there is a OnePlus 5. Now, it's gonna sound crazy, but I started out the weekend. So this past Saturday, I'm filming this on a Monday. No, on a Tuesday. Sorry, and hopefully uploading on Tuesdays. Tuesday as in today. But this past Saturday, had the chance of trading my OnePlus 3T for a Google Pixel. Now, I know most of you are like, well, that's great. I mean, why would you want anything else than a Pixel? Well, not to, get into the Pixel too much, because I do want to make this video more about the OnePlus 5. But the Pixel, I mean, if you like 5-inch displays, that's cool. I personally do not like 5-inch displays. It's a little small for me. So that's one turn off. The build also was a little bit of a turn off for me. It just did not feel very premium like the OnePlus 3T and the OnePlus 5, to be honest with you. The 3T felt really nice with that full aluminum back, cool to the touch, really solid feel. While the Google Pixel, to me anyway, didn't feel that premium. So that's another reason. Software on the Pixel was great, obviously. I mean, no complaint on the Pixel software, obviously. Stock Android. So I mean, obviously, no complaints there, because I am a stock Android guy, as most of you probably know. So yeah, I had the Google Pixel for about 24 hours, and then a buddy of mine said he had a OnePlus 5 that he was interested in trading for the Pixel. I was like, really? Interesting. Okay, so I started, doing a little bit of research here and there, and debating on if the OnePlus 5 is actually better than the Google Pixel, if it's even worth it, because I mean, Pixel's obviously a little bit pricier than the OnePlus 5. Well, especially the variant that I have here, which is the 64 gig, 6 GB version that I believe was like around 480 when it first launched. I'm sure you can find it cheaper in other places though, for sure. Um, but yes, I was debating the whole time. Just I don't know. I mean, the camera in the Pixel was solid, the software was solid. Um, like I said, just a big turnoff for me was the build quality and the size of the display. Um, I didn't mind the whole glass panel that they had in the back. I think that looks pretty neat actually. But I don't know. To me, it just didn't feel very premium. So went to my buddy's place, took a look at this one, and I say, you know what? Why not? So here I am now, holding a OnePlus 5 in my hand. And I gotta say, this feels a lot better than a Google Pixel. Now, again, it was just the Google Pixel and not the Google Pixel XL. So I'm sure the Google Pixel XL would have been a little better for me with the size and whatnot. But this just feels really nice. Like, okay, I made a video before saying that the OnePlus 3T was the OnePlus 5 killer, which I think it is. I mean, if you have a OnePlus 3T, um, don't spend money and upgrade to the OnePlus 5. For my case, though, I did not spend any kind of money at all. So I basically got a free upgrade. And I mean, you're not going to say no to a free upgrade, right? Now, um, I do want to make a little quick comparison between the OnePlus 18 and the OnePlus 5 because if you own a OnePlus 5, then you know that the feel of this is just really, really nice. It feels really thin in the hand because of its curved edges in the back. So really, really nice. I mean, it's actually a thin phone anyway, but it feels a lot thinner than it's supposed to with the curved edges in the back. And the aluminum feel is just really, really nice. Um, I mean, no complaints about the build quality at all. I mean, obviously, yes, it looks like an iPhone 7 Plus, especially down to the color. This looks a lot like the matte black in the iPhone 7 Plus. So if you like matte black, this is the way to go. I mean, I never said I didn't like the design of the iPhone 7 Plus. So this look to me um isn't bad, to be honest with you. It actually makes it look a little more premium since it's following iPhone's footsteps here, sort of. Like I said, it feels a little different than the iPhone 7 Plus for sure. Coming from a guy that actually had iPhone 7 Plus, this does feel a little thinner, a little lighter, more ergonomic. You know, with the um, iPhone 7 Plus, that was just a massive phone. Now this is not far behind from its size, but it does feel smaller in the hand, that's for sure, and I like that. Um, Still has a 5.5-inch 1080p display, um, just like the OnePlus 3T. But I mean, 1080p is all I really need. I know people out there really want those 2K displays like the Samsung phones and the new V30 displays or whatever. But to me, this looks like a nice display. I mean, to me, to my eyes anyway, I'm totally fine with this. No complaints at all with the display on my side. Like I said, I'm sure people would rather have a 2K display on their phones, but I mean, it's whatever in my opinion, to be honest. As long as it's not 720p, right? But 1080p on the phone, phenomenal. The display's phenomenal. Build quality is really, really nice. Now, I did have this issue with the display, which I mean, I know you guys are getting tired of me talking about OnePlus display issues or whatever. But just watch out for this. This one here, as you can see up top, I don't know how well it translates to the camera, but to me, anyways, under this light, you can kind of see some sort of like staining on the top. Now, what I was thinking is that maybe they kind of rushed the oleophobic coating process while making the device. Um, so that's probably it. I mean, it's not cracked or anything. It's not under the display. Doesn't really bother me much, but I mean, I do pay attention a little bit to detail, so that kind of does stick out to me when it's in direct light or whatever. Um, and this right here is also a little stain, but like I said, it's not a bubbling issue, or whatever. It's just purely on the glass. So, I do know that OnePlus sensor devices out with the screen protector already installed. You know, like a little plastic screen protector or whatever. When I got the device, I didn't have one on there, so maybe that was it. So if you get a OnePlus 5, I recommend you keep that screen protector on there until you get a tempered glass or whatever, or just keep it on there, um, just to avoid things like this. I did order tempered glass already for it, so hopefully that kind of covers it up. But like I said, not a huge issue, to be honest. I mean, when it's on, you can't see it, so no issue there. Even with the whites, as you can see there, you can't see any sort of discoloration on the screen or anything. Like I said, it's just purely on the glass, and I mean, no issues at all. Um, so there's that. That's my only little issue with the build quality, but everything else is super nice. I like how it's curved now. Like before, the OnePlus 3T was a little hard on the edges, so like when you held it, it kind of dug into your hand a little bit. So you can see those edges were super thin, super kind of sharp. But the OnePlus 5 has these curved ones, so it fits really nice in your hand. I really, really like it. Um, a little slippery, I'll say that. Obviously, aluminum back. It is a little slippery, so I mean, I recommend you getting a D brand skin or a case. Just keep in mind if you have tempered glass, make sure you get a tempered glass that works with your case, right? Um, so that's just one little detail you guys should know. I personally am thinking of getting a skin. I'm not entirely sure. Um, we'll see how the tempered glass I get goes on there. Anyways, so build quality, big thumbs up. Design, no issues with it at all. I really like it. It's not those new 18:9 aspect ratio displays with the bezel-less display or whatever. But I mean, I don't personally need a phone without bezels. It's kind of nice to have bezels actually sometimes. Like here when you're watching videos or whatever, you can just hold it from there instead of having to like maneuver your hand like that or whatever. Like I'm sure this is probably not an issue for a lot of people, but I mean for me, I just like switching it over or whatever, or like holding it from the bottom without having to touch the display, right? Um, such as like one little thing that kind of annoys me about the new displays is that there's so much screen. Um, you're probably gonna touch that screen a lot more than you want to, so you have to do some hand gymnastics just to watch your videos or whatever. Um, but that's just me, right? If you're into that kind of stuff, more power to you. Anyways, so as far as comparing the 3T to the OnePlus 5 as far as speed goes, obviously the OnePlus 5 is a little quicker. It's got a Snapdragon 835, 6 gigs of RAM. The 3T did have six gigs of RAM as well, but it had the older 821, which is plenty fast for 2017. No complaints on the OnePlus 3T performance from my end, anyways. This one is just a little bit quicker. Now, there's not a huge difference, in my opinion, on the speed, um, or app opening or whatever. Apps open pretty quick on this one, but they open pretty quick on the OnePlus 3T as well. So performance solid, super quick, never stutters, never lags, no issues at all with the performance in the OnePlus 5. Now, battery life has been kind of a mixed bag, right? So usually when I just leave it off and it's in my pocket for most of the time, most of the day, um, the battery does preserve itself pretty well. Um, I end most days around 20% battery, but if you're watching a lot of content on your phone, like Netflix or YouTube or whatever, it will go down a little bit more. But I think you can probably get past the end of the day. Plus, if you do run out of juice throughout the day, you have dash charge. So I mean, the fastest possible charging solution there is out there right now. OnePlus has got it, and definitely insanely quick to charge this thing up. So you're worried about that? Just bring around your OnePlus charger and charge it up in less than plug it in for like 15 minutes, and you got your whole day good. So let's see what else. Software. Obviously, big thing with OnePlus devices is software, where they stay pretty close to stock Android. So I really like that. Like I said before, I'm a stock Android guy, so I really like it. I just stick with it. So you can see it's running 7.1.1. Obviously not running Oreo yet, 8.0, but we should get the update before the end of the year. So I'm not worried about that because they did that with the OnePlus 3T last year, so no problems there. But yeah, like I said, pretty stock build. I'm running the stock OnePlus launcher, and it's pretty neat. It's got the swipe up app drawer now, so pretty Google Pixel kind of ish. I downloaded that widget up here separately. So if you want that, what app was that? It was, there you go, the Pixel widget right here. So if you want to have kind of like the Pixel look on your home screen, that's the way to go. Um, but anyways, yeah, I mean, software, awesome. And this goes back to the battery life as well. I mean, you have great software with the great processor. You're gonna get pretty good battery life. Unlike Samsung phones or LG phones where they put a big skin on the device and it takes out the battery. With the phone that's pretty much stock, you're gonna get pretty good battery life, especially with a 1080p display. So it's got its pros. It's got its pros for sure. Now camera. Now, I did, like I said, I just got this device a few days ago, so I didn't have it when it didn't have the update for the EIS, the jeez, electronic image stabilization update for the camera, as far as recording and whatnot. But let me see if I can give you guys a little sample here. One sec. All right, this is a quick little sample. This is me walking to school yesterday in sidewalk. So I mean, I was kind of moving my hand a little bit, stepping over cracks or whatever in the sidewalk. But it's a little. Just see how smooth that video is. I don't know how well it translates as far as the quality goes on the camera, but it looks very, very nice, and it's super smooth, like crazy smooth. As you can see that, I mean, obviously, super fast. I mean, super fast, super smooth. I really, really like the video recording on this one. The camera's also pretty solid. Let me give you guys a quick little samples. Like I said, I don't know how I was gonna translate. Little like artwork outside my school. I will put these in the end of the video so you guys can take a good look at them, because I know you can't really tell the quality through the camera that I'm using right now to record the video. But I'll leave them after the video so you guys can take a look at them. But I mean, for me, I'm no photographer or videographer, so I mean, I'm not gonna be the most picky guy as far as pictures go. But that is very solid. Like a lot of detail there, and the grass and everything. I mean, look at the grass, like the dark areas here in the bottom. Really, really nice. But yeah, also, so it has two cameras, right? So basically, like the iPhone 7 Plus, you get your 2x zoom in your regular camera. Um, and actually, I do have a video of me. Okay, so in this video, I started out with the regular camera, right? So that's just a regular OnePlus 5 camera. And then I do switch over to the 2x zoom real quick right here. There you go. As you can see, it is a little bit shakier because the second camera does not have EIS, or I don't think it does anyway. So I do think it does, but I mean, obviously you're zooming in a lot, so your hand maneuvers are going to be recorded a lot easier. But also, as you can see here, comparison here between regular picture and then the zoomed in picture. Same spot. I didn't move my arms or anything. That's with the regular one. That's with the 2x zoom. As you can see there, it's pretty solid as well. A lot of detail. If we look at down on the grass and the edge of the, I guess, fence or whatever this is. A lot of detail down there. Like I said, I'll leave the pictures at the end of the video so you guys can take a look at them. It's just this one and this one. Now this one came out a little weird to me because this side, okay, auto brightness, take it easy. Jeez. Anyways, this side, I don't know if you can tell, has a little bit more detail here and the leaves and whatnot. You zoom in and whatever. The grass over here is also a little nicer. Over here though, for some reason, you don't get much detail over here. Like it gets very blurry. Like I said, I don't know if you can really tell there. but compared to this side, and like I said, I'll leave them in the end of the video so you guys can take a look at them. But yeah, not very impressed with that one. Um, it's another video sample, but I mean, quick little recording test, testing out the microphone on the OnePlus 5, seeing how it sounds out in the wild, I guess. See how stable the video is. Really, really nice. Quick little mic sample as well. I totally forget I was talking during the video, but there you go. Solid video recorder for sure. Like no complaints on that. That's basically that's the only things I really played around with was the camera. Um, the front facing camera is solid as well, 60 megapixels as well, like the 3T last year. You're not gonna have an issue with the front facing camera. I don't have any samples to show you guys, but because I don't really take selfies, but trust me, that is a solid camera in the front. So overall, I'm very happy with the cameras on the device. Video recording is awesome. So I mean, if you're a vlogger kind of guy, or you do YouTube like I do, and you need a camera, OnePlus 5 has you covered for sure. Now, obviously, not the best camera in the world. I did use the iPhone 7 Plus and the Galaxy S8 earlier this year, and as far as video recording goes, the iPhone 7 Plus does edge it out just a little bit, not by much, but just by a little bit. And the S8's pictures are a little bit better, I'd say, yeah. But I mean, it's pretty solid for the price range, to be honest with you. So you won't be disappointed with the camera at all, unless you're coming from a Galaxy S8 or a Note 8. I don't even know why you go from a Note 8 to OnePlus 5, but I mean, if you do, um, definitely doesn't, act the same as the Note 8 for sure. Let's see. Anything I'm forgetting? Man, I always forget something and I just remember after the video. Um, I think that's probably it. I think we've covered most of the stuff. So I mean, I guess it's probably my full review on it. Because I kind of know how OnePlus works and whatnot since I've had the OnePlus 1, the OnePlus 3T, and now the OnePlus 5. So I kind of know how they work. Just wanted to go over the main things for the phone, which is the build quality, which, thumbs up, camera, thumbs up, battery life could be a little bit better, but nonetheless gets a thumbs up. Display gets a thumbs up. Same display as last year, but I don't really care. Um, um, build quality thumbs up, like I said. The only thing is, that that staining on the display is just about it for me, to be honest with you. Anything else is just really, really nice. Oh, and headphone jack. So this thing is probably thinner than the iPhone 7 Plus, and it has a headphone jack. I mean, come on, Apple. Like, anyways. USB-C speaker quality. Gee, I totally forgot. See, speaker quality is I know people compare to the S8, but I think this is a little bit better than the S8. It gets a lot louder. Um, it does get pretty tinny at its highest, but I mean, if you're listening to like a podcast or whatever, just have it in this like medium settings or whatever, and you'll be fine. USB-C, obviously, dash charging, awesome stuff. You got your notification switch, or I forget what they called it. Like iPhones. I like that. I missed out whenever I switch over to a different phone. It's just really nice to have on there. I think that covers most of it, guys. So thank you guys for watching. If you guys have a OnePlus 5, go ahead and let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. If you have OnePlus 3T, like I said, don't upgrade just yet. I'd maybe wait for the OnePlus 6, or maybe they release one, the OnePlus 5T. But who knows? Right, but I mean, if you're coming from OnePlus 2, OnePlus 5, a Nexus 6P maybe, a Nexus 6, I don't know what else you would want to upgrade from. Basically, if you're a fan of stock Android, and your phone's getting a little dated by now, definitely upgrade the OnePlus 5. Super solid device. And like I said, you can get this device probably under $400 easily on eBay or whatever. Maybe even cheaper. I'm not sure. I haven't really checked the prices out yet. But you get a hell of a package for this one for sure. Um, Definitely an all-around great device. I mean, why spend $1,000 on the phone if you can just spend $480 on this one, which does more than half of what the Galaxy Note 8 does? Or with the new release of the iPhone 8 coming up today, actually, in a little while. I mean, why spend so much money when you get a device this good at this price range, right? And people are gonna say, "Oh, it doesn't have micro SD. It doesn't have resistance. The camera isn't the best." But I mean, okay. So I get people use water resistance thing. I kind of don't. Like, I mean, it's nice to just rinse your phone in the sink once in a while whenever it gets super dirty, instead of having to be careful with like a cloth or whatever trying to clean it. So I mean, I understand that. But I mean, not a lot of people are out there taking pictures in the water. Now, I may be wrong, but that's just me. I don't really know many people that, really, really rely on that water resistance. It's just nice to have, obviously, right? I mean, obviously, this can take like a splash or two from like you drop some water on it or whatever. It probably won't survive if you drop it in the toilet though, so don't drop it in the toilet. Don't go swimming with it, obviously. Well, just don't go swimming with any device. Actually, just don't even try it with like anything, even the S8 or the Note 8 or whatever. That's just dumb. Anyways, but yeah, overall, super happy with the device. Super glad I got it in the first place from the Pixel. Um, if you have a Google Pixel, upgrade to the OnePlus 5. Like seriously. Um, if it's a Pixel XL, probably not. But if you have a Google Pixel and you're getting kind of tired of that tiny display, and you have the 32 gigs, so you're kind of filling it up pretty quick, definitely think about the OnePlus 5. I know the next Google Pixel comes out in a little while here too, but that thing's probably gonna be pretty expensive as well. So just keep that in mind. Um, OnePlus 5, killing it still. 2017 OnePlus, two thumbs up. I mean, my favorite phone company right now, OnePlus. I would never thought I would say that, but anyways, thank you all for watching. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you didn't like the video, hit the like button anyway. And yeah, if you guys have a OnePlus device and are thinking about upgrading, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I'd like to have a little conversation there with you guys once in a while. So let me know what y'all think, and I will see you in the next one.